A return value is the result of a function or method execution. It's the output that's sent back to the caller. Think of it like sending a package to someone. You put something in an envelope, address it correctly, and send it off. Return values are essential for communication between functions and methods. They enable us to share data, get feedback, or trigger actions based on the result. There are several types of return values, including primitive values, objects, arrays, and even null or undefined. Here's an example of a simple return statement. We're defining a function called greet that takes no arguments and returns the string hello world. Let me show you the code. When returning primitive values, we can use the return keyword followed by the value. For example, if we want to return the number 5, we'd write return 5. Let's see some examples. To return objects, we can use the return keyword followed by an object literal. For example, if we want to return an object with two properties, name and age, we'd write name, John, age 30. Let's see some examples. When returning null or undefined, we can use the return keyword followed by either null or undefined. For example, if we want to return null, we'd write return null. Let's see some examples. Let's consider a real-world example where we have a function called calculate tax that takes the income as an argument and returns the calculated tax amount. We'll use this example to demonstrate how return values can be used in practical scenarios. When working with return values, there are a few common mistakes to watch out for. One of them is forgetting to include the return keyword when returning primitive values. In this video, we covered what return values are, why they're used, and how to implement them correctly. We also discussed the different types of return values: primitive, objects, arrays, null, or undefined. If you want to learn more about JavaScript or improve your skills in general, here are some next steps you can take. That's it for this video. We covered the basics of return values in JavaScript. If you have any questions or need help with anything, feel free to ask.